Hey guys, what's up? This is Jaeger here. And what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about China? Will it be silk, tea, porcelain, or maybe silk roads? Actually, today I traveled to Quanzhou, a city in Fujian Province, and this city is famous for all of those things. Quanzhou is the starting point of the ancient Maritime Silk Road in China. It's located in the southeast of Fujian Province, has a long coastline and excellent deep water port resources. Since ancient times, Quanzhou Port was bustling with trade. The cultures of different countries also blend here, giving birth to a unique culture of Maritime Silk Road. That's Shimao Maritime Silk Road Museum behind me, and it looks very traditional, but inside is a completely different story. So let's go and explore. So everybody knows that there's Land Silk Road and Maritime Silk Road, and here there's a scroll which is 30 meters long. It depicts the Land Silk Road. So on this map you can see square gate towers. They represent cities and they're characters that tell us what city it is. For example, this one is Jiayuguan, an essential stop along the ancient Silk Road. Continuing westward along the Silk Road landscape map, we arrive in Dunhuang, Samarkand, Herat, and ultimately reach the final destination city as marked on the Silk Road landscape map, Mecca. So this is a digitalized version of the scroll, and along the Land Silk Road you can find different cities, and here you can actually tap on the city and it will tell you a historical background. This is the wall of different spices that were traded along the Silk Road, and here you can actually find the real spices. For example, this is rosemary, and you can smell it. Smells like I'm about to eat some beefsteak. Woo! I am on the board of China Railway Express, but it's actually not designed to transport people. It's designed for containers filled with cargo to travel from China to Kazakhstan and then to the Eastern Europe and beyond. For example, it can bring Chinese new energy vehicles, or it could transport wine from Georgia and ham from Spain back to China. Whoa! Whew. Containers, China Railway Express. Ships are the most important carriers of the Maritime Silk Road. As one of the most important trade ports, Quanzhou has its own unique and ingenious shipbuilding technology. During the Song Dynasty, the shipbuilding industry in Quanzhou was already very developed. Behind me is the Fu ship. This is the ship that was designed and produced here in Quanzhou, and it incorporated the watertight bulkhead technology. Let us take a look. So, it's pretty much like these different compartments that you can see over here, and it's designed not only to store goods, but actually to make it that when the ship has a damage, the water doesn't affect the whole ship, and the ship becomes more stable and more safe. Now this is a model of the ancient wharf in Quanzhou, and you can see different people are loading cargo on the ship, and I just can't imagine how the trade was thriving back in the day. I mean, just look at the scene. It's amazing. These are the goods that were traded along the Maritime Silk Road. Just look at this silk. I mean, the work is so exquisite. Look at the detail. As a starting point of the Maritime Silk Road, Quanzhou used to export a lot of silk, but nowadays it exports a lot of the clothing and sportswear like shoes, because the textile and the shoemaking industry are very well developed. For example, a lot of international sport brands were founded here in Quanzhou.
Something that stood out to me the most was tea.
The tea?
If you go to Europe right now, they're going to tell you, oh, Europe made tea. But looking at the history and stuff, Chinese give you of tea.
Yes.
So like it came from China.
And actually from Fujian.
Yeah.
在学过海上丝绸这方面的
以前
知识
知道。
对，因为我们斯里兰卡是 kuna mafata的国家，所以那个如何这个项目帮助我们国家很多。
I found interesting that before I knew only about the ordinary Silk Road.
Yes.
And now I know about the Maritime Silk Road.
Yes.
That was new for me since my country doesn't have sea accessible, so there was a whole new experience.
Guys, our journey is coming to an end, and I think this museum is pretty amazing. It uses modern new ways to tell an old story. And it was so fun to learn about the Maritime Silk Road and how it transformed the city. It enriched the city not only with different goods, but also with different cultures. And even nowadays, Quanzhou is a part of the One Belt, One Road initiative, and the goal of which is to bring win-win cooperations between other countries of all the world. Thank you guys for being with us, and I'll see you on our next episode. See you there.